Hey guys, I'm here with my very first video game review, and I figured because this is my first video game review and I haven't bought a new video game in a couple months, I would talk about the biggest franchise in video games right now, which is of course Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. I've been a huge fan of Call of Duty for years. I actually bought the first Call of Duty probably like a month after it came out, and because I play on PC, we actually had the first Call of Duty. The first Call of Duty wasn't released for Xbox and PS3 until Modern Warfare 2 came out. But I figure for right now, I'm only going to talk about COD4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. Mainly because these are the games that a lot of people in the Call of Duty series know. A lot of people got started on COD4, so I'm going to talk about that. But to start off, I'm going to talk about COD5 or World at War, because these two, they're sequels to each other, so I figured I'd talk about them together instead of talk about one and then talk about the other one. So, COD5, or World at War as it's commonly known, was made by Treyarch, and for you that don't know, Infinity Ward and Treyarch every other year had different Call of Duties. So like Call of Duty 1 came out, it was Infinity Ward, the expansion was Treyarch, 2 came out, was Infinity Ward, 3 was Treyarch, 4 was Infinity Ward, 5 was Treyarch, Modern Warfare 2 was Infinity Ward, and Black Ops, which comes out in a couple months, is Treyarch. So yeah, this was made by Treyarch, and they used a different graphics engine as Infinity Ward, which is why they look different, but it's still a great game. This was the last Call of Duty to be done to be set in World War II, which I do love World War II games. But I guess they were right in saying that it was kind of like beating a dead horse with the World War II games. But they did one new thing with this, and they went into the Pacific theater. So it's the Marines versus Japanese. And I love that, because I've actually never played a Marine Pacific theater game, I think. I don't remember. I probably have played one, but that was it. So yeah, this is the Marines versus the Japanese, and then they also cover the Russians versus the Germans in the Eastern Front of the European War. There's a lot of great things about single player, which I love. The AI is incredible in it compared to Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. It's not like you have to go after, or you're not sitting there stuck behind wave after wave of enemy soldiers. It's kind of like you have a fixed number in a certain area, and once you kill through all of them, you're done, and you can just move on. So you're not sitting there for 20 minutes wasting all your rounds. There's a lot of guns and things in this that weren't in the previous ones. Like this one has a flamethrower, which I love. The flamethrower is a lot of fun. It's kind of unrealistic, but after all, it is a video game, and realism kind of sucks in video games. The levels are pretty cool. The first Russian level, however, is if you've ever seen the movie Enemy at the Gates, it's that movie. I mean, down to a T. You're in the one little well or fountain or whatever, pretending to be dead as some Germans pass by you, and then they pass by, you grab a rifle and you shoot some officer in the head, and you're chasing a sniper around. It's like that movie. But the Russian gameplay's alright. The Marine versus Japanese I liked a lot more. There's cooler guns in it. Like, this is the first Call of Duty that had the trench gun, the shotgun in it. They had the flamethrower. This is also the first one that had the bayonet on rifles, which I love, because I just love running around stabbing people with the bayonet. You've got the bonsai attackers, which is great. You got the Japanese snipers up in trees, which I think is really cool. There's a lot of similarities, though, in the levels between this and COD4. Like, in COD4, you have an AC-130 level where you're in an AC-130 and you're just raining rounds down on the guys. This, you're in a boat plane, which I forget what the designation for it is, and you're flying over some Japanese ships and you blow them up, and then you have to go rescue a bunch of sailors and blow up some PT boats or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of similarities in the gameplay. But it's still a cool game. If you love World War II games, I do recommend this for the single player. There's also another mode to this, which is Nazi zombies. Everyone I know loves Nazi zombies. People that don't play this game love Nazi zombies. I mean, it's probably one of the coolest side games ever. And you can do co-op with up to 4 players. You can do it either in the campaign or you can do it in Nazi Zombies, which is really cool. Nazi Zombies has 4 maps in total, and for people on PC, it's great. Treyarch understands PC players, and they basically gave the map packs to us for free. The 360 and the PS3 had to go out and buy them, which kind of sucks for them. But it's still, there's advantages to playing on PC over Xbox, and there's advantages to Xbox over PC. So, yeah. You got the 4 maps though. 3 of them are German-based, 1's Japanese-based. So 3 of them are actually Nazi zombies. 1 is Japanese zombies. The 3 maps, you start off, if you don't download any map pack, you have Nocturne Toten, which translates to Night of the Undead, which is actually a really fun map. I do love it. I'll play that one by myself for like hours on end. And for you that don't know what Nazi Zombies is, basically you're in this building or in an area, and you kill wave after wave of Nazi zombies, and you get points for killing them, you get points for rebuilding your walls and things like that. And then you spend the money, or the points that you win, you spend on like guns and things like that. And then you just try to see how long you can last. The longest I've ever lasted, I got into the high 20s. I think it was like 27 or 28. That was by myself. The highest I've ever gotten doing multiple people was probably in the 30s. I think it's the highest. I don't know. But yeah, you got the Nocturne Toten, which is great. I love that map. Then you got Verdun, which I used to know the translation for it. I think it's like separated or something like that. Because you start off, if you start off with 4 people, you're separated in this building, and you have to find a power generator, turn it on so you can open the door that allows you guys to get together. That one, it's an alright map. After a while, that map gets annoying. You got Numashima, which is the Japanese one, which that one's really cool. That's like the first, or like, yeah, that's the first one that there's really like an outdoor area. And you've got like a central area, and then you've got like 4 little offshoots of it. You got better booby traps in it and things like that. Then you've got the Raz, which like by far is the favorite. Anytime I go on there and I'm hosting, everybody's like, let's play Duraz. That's the only one I want to play. And it's really cool. It takes place in this like German science facility where they build a transporter, but you have to like hook the 3 transporters up to the mainframe. Once you do that, you get this thing that powers up your guns, kind of unrealistically, but it's really fun. And like, I don't know what all the guns do once you power them up, but I know if you keep your Colt 45, which is your main gun that you start off with, if you keep that and you upgrade it, it's a grenade launcher, which is really cool. Especially when you go down into like left sand or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Then you have the all-important multiplayer mode, which I love multiplayer for shooters, but this one I'm not that impressed with. I mean, it's an alright multiplayer. It's a lot better than like the first Call of Duty that came out. This was the last Call of Duty to have dedicated servers for us PC players, so there's a lot of game mods out there. But some of the weapons are just unrealistic. In terms of like your unlockables, you can unlock a silencer for a submachine gun, which now it's like, yeah, that's commonplace, but they didn't do that. So it's like if you're running around with a Thompson with a silencer, it's kind of unrealistic. But after all, it is a video game, so I can't really complain about it too much. And a lot of people in the game complain the MP40 is overpowered, which it is, but I doubt they're going to patch it because Treyarch's been working on Black Ops, and they've been spending like all their time on that, so there's not really any patches for World of War coming out anytime soon, or probably ever again. But I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I do play the multiplayer a little bit. The scoring system, I'm still a little confused on how they do it. It goes back to like 10 points for a kill. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's basically my review on World at War. Check out my second video for Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2. So catch you guys later.